The news of victory over Nabralia spread throughout the world. Valandis became a frightening neighbor to many. For his lords and knights, King Frederick I of Tarin organized feasts and showered them with land and gold. All the while, the common people stayed behind in the shadows of the bonfires, listening to their families' death cries that howled louder than the wind. The king had won the war, but he had lost the love of his people. Celestia was officially branded a traitor by her brother. The story told that she was the illegitimate child of the late queen and some disloyal soldier. From a historical perspective, this narrative would turn out to be a grave mistake on Frederick's part, as it gave the resistance groups across the country a guiding light to follow. Thus it happened that more and more resistors sought out Ermitsile to fight alongside the Crimson Wings against King Frederick. And so the times were darker than ever before. Calamities struck Eldria and threw it into a spiral of terror and fear. Famines, war, and the Black Death killed hundreds of thousands. Darkness started to guide people's fate, and it was from this darkness that evil manifested itself. It is said that in the beginning, this evil was nothing but a starving boy. But it knew how to satisfy its hunger from the suffering and grief around it. The boy became a man, then a monster, eventually a demon, and finally something beyond anything imaginable. He became a will-less force of evil that swept over the land and destroyed everything. Our ancestors, the great heroes around Leonard, faced it, but even they stood no chance against the sheer emptiness. Instead of killing it, they had no choice but to banish the Artbringer into a prison with the help of the Vayan. Phew, this speech doesn't seem to have an end. Let him have it. He only gets to do it once a year, after all. If it isn't my beloved HO3. How are you faring? Doing great, Lord Van. I didn't know you'd be here. You're locked up in this palace like a nun. There are not many opportunities for me to see my fiancée. Alright, how could I forget? I'm already counting the days. It will be the biggest wedding ever given to a maiden. Sounds promising. Getting married is really fun. Hey Timothy, let's get out of here. What? I can't stand it here. Neither the speech nor this guy, Van. Move. Excuse me. Great, no one's here. I always wanted to try these puzzles. But your lessons in passing these trials won't begin until next year. Oh, don't be like that. I just want to get a taste of it, so I don't embarrass myself in front of the others later. Fine. So let me officially welcome you. These are the trials that you will find in sanctuaries such as Shambhala. If you pass them, you'll be granted entry and can access equipment and gold that has been deposited for you by the Order. Also, it is there that you can contact our allies, the Vayan. They will... I already know all that. Let's get started. Your goal is to push the red orb onto the golden plate. You can reset the orb by stepping on the blue plate. When you give it a push, the orb flies until it hits a target. Use the blocks to get the orb into the goal. The breakable blocks break only if the orb has some speed. So an orb next to a block can break it. Oh, and orbs can stop each other. You know the rules. Good luck solving this one. I think that's enough for now. Let's get some fresh air. Alright, that was fun. Not really that hard. There's something I need to talk to you about. You look awfully serious. It's about you and me. Len, our relationship is kind of difficult. Because we both know our love isn't supposed to be. Next month you will officially become a teacher of the Leonard Order. A relationship between maiden and teacher is forbidden. That's why I'm going to stop my training. Are you mad? You can't. I've never been more sure of a decision. Imagine you're marrying Van makes me sick to my stomach. can't give up your dream for me. Don't worry, I'm a man of many dreams. I'll marry you and find something different. Hehe. What could those other dreams be, I wonder? Oh, a lot of everything. Maybe I'll become a bird breeder. Or I'll open my own restaurant. Oh, Timothy. Timothy. New supporters have arrived. They want to speak to Len. They will have to wait. Len is busy. And you over there. How are the new supply routes? We have more and more mouths to feed. Everyone is acting as if nothing happened. Well, maybe nothing happened and I imagined it all. Len's death, those huge creatures, or maybe they really did turn back time and that Gwaine. What did he... Len, wake up, we got a problem here. Can you take a look? Yes, of course. You really have a knack for these things. Is that a requirement when you become a pilot? Not really, it's more like a hobby of mine. Alright, that should have solved the problem. Great, I'll take it from here again. Thank you, Aku. Thank you for supporting us. Sienna saved my life. Where she goes, I follow. Well, most of the time. So be sure to thank her. I'll do that. I can't concentrate on anything. I should go ask Sir Victor about Gwaine.
Very well, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Chained Echoes. What an intro that was. I had to split it in two because it was, I couldn't go on recording last time, so we're actually doing this in between two recording sessions. Anyway, yeah, stuff has happened. And now we have apparently obtained the Grimoire. And now we just gotta find a way to destroy it. And we're back in the base. Fighting King Frederick Tyranny made me abandon my own country, alone my home, please help us free it. I will even join hands with the Scania. Yeah. So yeah, King Frederick essentially repelled the attack of the army, and now we're essentially left at the only thing left is to actually, take the entire island, the entire continent back from him. People here don't seem to have enough money for my insurance policies. I got to wait for your clan to get more money, raising clan rank. Okay, we also have skills. Yeah, probably have one level up star. Yeah, we'll wait until everybody's back together. By the way, I think it's time to pull out my notes again. It will be the last time I'll ever need my notes too. But not right now. I think in a minute we'll have to pull them out. Alright, yeah, fisherman in Fastport seems to be very unhappy with his catch. Why is this man sitting in the middle of the rain? He probably has no choice since it's almost raining in Tormund. Okay, this merchant seems unhappy. Where's this village? It's not Basil, Rock Bottom, nor is it Eden. It's probably... we'll find out. Up in the sky on a lonely island. Okay. Feel a wounded heart and heavily beating in Farsport. Your destiny is tied to a dog. He runs untied through Tormund's downtown. Is it a bird or a Hyom? Who knows, but I can sense him high up in Shambhala. What else? Nope, that's it. So we have new information for recruiting members, which we will definitely do. Before I find out what the heck do I have to do right now. Okay, we have to find Len. She's probably upstairs in her room. There she is, okay. I'm worried, Glenn. Here I am, holding the gun Grimoire in my hands, yet I refuse to destroy it. We explained earlier that we do not work with certainty. We do not know with certainty how to destroy it, and that's why we should wait. Can't you just throw it up in the sky and blow it up, Well, actually, you can't fly very high, because we know that the moon will just strike you down, but... I mean, I think you could go high enough. But I'm afraid this is just an excuse. There is so much power in my hands. The stone seduces me, Glenn. What if that's the real reason I want to keep it? I'd be ashamed of myself. Well, that was it. What about you? I bought Crest from a wandering circus. Though he was a guard dog, they treated him rather poorly. Well, actually, the story is a bit different. I wanted to buy him, and the circus owner agreed. When we met to pay for Cress, his men overpowered my soldiers and wanted to take me hostage. But Cress wouldn't let them, he defeated them. Cress has been my friend from that moment on. Okay. Well, we just have to talk to everyone, I think. Or probably just leave and something will happen. Or maybe just be talk to everyone. Yeah, because I can't use my airship. I need to get my party back together. It's probably talk to everyone. Yesterday, Farhan came by and wanted me to help him assemble some furniture. Impudence! I'm the future Lord of London. How dare an average nobleman make such a request? Of course I helped him, but he still got an earful from me. Oh, we have this guy here. My stack was completely regular. I need to plan out a daily routine for everyone. Tomka should be here. Yep. You look familiar. Fortunately, he doesn't say much due to him being an optional character. Alright. So I think we've done on the outside. Let's go back in. Let's try to find everybody. It's probably Victor that I have to talk to. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Yeah, okay, there we go. Glenn, you don't look well at all. You've been so quiet since we returned from Tormund. Sir Victor, what do you know about this Gawain? He was a fellow student of mine. We both studied under Master Bartholomew, the greatest professor ever to have taught in Nisa. Was there anything special about Gawain? You're asking questions. It's been a long time. He was really gifted, but not very interested in class. For him, life seemed to be a game. He didn't take anything seriously. Sometimes I wonder if studying was the right path for him. But why do you want to know? Strange things are happening to me. I can hear his voice. You hear his voice? He must be imagining things. No, when we met in Tormund, he confirmed it himself. What does he tell you? Nothing special, really. Sometimes he warns me when there's danger. But other than that, he just talks in riddles. I don't know what he wants from me. I've never heard of telepathic abilities in neither humans nor ours. Gwen isn't the only problem. I don't understand so many things. I remember things from my previous life. How to read, for example, or specific knowledge. But I have no real memories of my previous self. What I looked like, where I lived, nothing. Maybe we should explain a few things to them. You're right, if you explain too little, it's not good either. Come with us, Glenn. What would you like to talk with me about? There's something we need to tell you. You all look so serious. Truth be told, you and Glenn have something in common, Glenn. Glenn's memories and Glenn's knowledge of various things come from your echoes, your memories from a previous life. But you probably could have already guessed that. I already know Glenn from his previous life, and Batrats is actually connected to you, Glenn. Do Glenn and I know each other as well? That's the thing we want to talk to you about. We can't tell you, but there are reasons for that. Listen carefully. The echo is the soul of a human being that has not properly dissolved in the maelstrom and has instead passed on to a new body. Your personality, or more specifically, your strengths and weaknesses, your preferences and aversions, are the result of the experiences you have had in this and your previous life. Your body may look different, but you are the same person. Now, our mind is quite concerned with our well-being. Who can blame it for that? You remember how Dimebird transferred the souls of plants, monsters, and humans, and in most cases they either died or went insane? It would not have happened differently if the body of an infant had been invaded with the experiences in the mind of an adult. For this reason, your brain has a defense mechanism, similar to handling trauma, that seals your memories and only reveals them slowly over a long period of time. This usually lasts into adulthood. That's why these visions have increased recently. No, not visions, memories. And well, all this is why we can't tell you anything. We had another protégée once. We explained too much and she died of her echo. We had opened a valve that could no longer close. We don't want to repeat the same thing with you two. These two amulets around my neck are life anchors. One of them is tied to Glenn, and the other to you, Len. You are the real reason Batrats and I came to Valandis. Before we continue, what have you seen in your echo so far, Len? I remember my life on a farm. My father died in an accident and my mother became seriously ill. A group called the Order of Leonard wanted to take me in. They said I was a chosen one. When my mother eventually died, they took me with them. I lived in a palace as a special maiden training towards some goal. I remember people dressed like priests. I remember a place in the sky called Shambhala. And I remember this group fighting the Harbinger. The ultimate evil that the church preaches about? He showed up in your memories? Not himself, no, but apparently the group has banished him and he's preparing for the day he returns. So you remember Shambhala? That's good. According to the rules, we should go there as soon as possible. You want me to go to the Shambhala at once? Len, listen, Batratz is with the Order of Leonor. You're a part of this group? At least what's left of it. Our job is to support you. That's why they sent us here. And what about me? What about my past? I don't remember anything. Until you can remember it for yourself, I can't tell you anything. So you want us to leave for Shambhala? What about the Grand Grimoire? That would be better to discuss with the others. Are you out of your mind? You plan to head for Shambhala? More so for personal reasons? First we destroy this damn stone. That's our main objective. Have you forgotten? And do you know how we are to do this? Destroy it up. Just have Glenn fly as high as possible and then smash the stone. Just blow up in the air and that's it. Can we be sure that we have all the information? You have to wait until Cameron regains consciousness. Okay, I will wait until the guy comes back into the world of the living, I guess. Honestly, is that what Len wishes, then I'll accompany her. Of course you will, Rob. You'll go anywhere for her. But Shambhala is dangerous and you won't get very far without any guidance, believe me. Then they are lucky to have the perfect guy in their group. You've been to Shambhala before, Sienna? You blubbermouth. Yeah, you get around a lot as an adventurer. That's why I know how dangerous it is there. Besides, Shambhala belongs to the church, and any trespassing is punishable by death. If you get caught, we're in trouble. Such words from a thief. Then help us slip in and out, Sienna. The place we're going in is full of treasure. You may help yourself. A classic argument. Do you really want to go there just so Len can get information about her previous life? I mean, of course it's interesting, but is it worth risking your life? I'm begging you. Knowing you, you will run into every monster. Without yours truly, you will find this journey difficult. Allow me to come along as well. You know, you're not really needed. I mean, a picture can heal almost as good as you can, but sure. Are all princesses like this? Jeez, alright, I'll play the guide since we have to wait for Cameron anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you all very much. Shambhala is a group of Sky Island that broke away from Hecandria. By my last count, they're northwest of Valandis. Let's rest for today. We'll start a new journey tomorrow in the morning. The letter from my parents. I guess I can't avoid reality forever. I worried too much once again. Nothing has changed at home. How long will it take until we can watch the moon together, sis? Perhaps it's better if you sleep some more. This world has nothing to offer you. But soon. Soon I will be able to show a different Eldria. Even if I have to cheat, manipulate and use any means necessary to make this world a better one. Wait and see, sis. Wait and see. Glenn.